What's up? You want- Hey, quietly there. Right. Hello. Morning. Sorry. One of the boys. One of the boys. Daylight savings. It's ruined me. We've started daylight savings this morning, and it's actually why I'm a little bit late and probably a little bit early all at the same time. We skipped forward an hour. My alarm went off for my normal time. It does for a Sunday morning or Saturday night stream for you guys, and it's darker outside than it was yesterday morning at the same time. So good old daylight savings. But I hope you are all well. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Brad is in here. Hello, Brad, Bearded Gamer. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you are doing well. Mark is there too. Hello, Mark the What. How are we, buddy? Tim, nice to see you, Tim, as always. Gage, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Podney Farming. Good evening from Norway. Good evening to you, sir, and welcome to the team as well. I noticed you had joined the channel, so thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for your support. Alright, we're just carrying on with the last little bit of this harvest we had started in the last live stream yesterday. So we don't have too much more to do. We'll go through and get this finished off, and then we've got some mowing to get started with, which is the Alfalfa and Clover over near the dairy farm. So forward to getting in and having a go with that. Gage, well, thank you very much. Pleased to hear you and enjoy the streams. It's nice to have feedback like that. So the other thing I did as well is I set the start time for on the hour, and normally I have it at 1/4 the hour. So even if you've been waiting and wondering where I was, that's why. Alright, there we go. Folded in. Get back underway in the combine. Like I said, not too much left in here to do. We'll get this done pretty quick and then get started on the mowing. Interesting to see how the mowing goes. I'm going to try and use Courseplay and do it myself at the same time with two machines, where I'm driving one and the Courseplay is doing the other. So interesting to see how that works out. Will either be a wonderful success or a complete and unmitigated disaster. Fingers crossed I haven't managed to set up 2 streams this morning. I don't know how I did that yesterday. Still confused by that one. So we're getting a decent amount of weight off this actually. We've already filled the semi once. It's got another load in it at the moment, which needs to go and get offloaded as well. And if we just have a look in here, it's almost 6,000 bushels in the silo. You might have to think about trying to sell some. In fact, what's the price like? When does wheat peak? Not right now. Quite the opposite. Typical seasons, most crops do max out there in summer, so Hey Matt, how you doing? Welcome along. Nice to have you here as always. Bearded Gamer said, I didn't get a chance to ask you today, but what do you think about character customization on FS22? I like it. I was hoping that they were going to provide more options for characters. I think the biggest thing is just making sure it doesn't end up becoming a avenue for microtransactions and things like that. I mean, again, that doesn't worry, it's just a cosmetic thing. If people want to pay for it, they'll pay for it. But yeah, no, I think it's good. I think it'd be cool if they have, you know, if you get a class DLC like we've had previously, or even the John Deere Cotton one, or something like that. Why are we not turning? I don't have... Oh, I've got a worker hired. How did I do that? Alright. We need a worker, because we need to go and get the grain cart. Yeah, as I was saying, the DLCs, you know, it'd be great if you get some new skins or characters that you can use that are themed with the DLC. Guess it opens, well, depending how accessible it is for modders, opens up a few new avenues there for customization for modders and things like that. So I like it. I think it's pretty cool. No need to apologise at all, Mark. It was a bit of an impromptu stream. I didn't know if I was going to do it, so I didn't set anything up and just jumped on and did a bit of a play. So let's cruise control set up next to the combine here. Okay, should have speed sync installed, but I don't. Yeah, no, so I'm quite excited about it. I think it's just nice to have a bit more variety than the flannel shirts and hats. Now everyone will be pleased to know I did remember to adjust the view settings. I'm still getting punished by the all the product we've got in the storage shed. Alright. I think if we run this over to the truck, we're going to have to run the truck down to the silos and come back and get all this unloaded. Yeah, I think it'll be cool. Just so long as it is accessible. But again, like I've never been one to kind of, I don't know. I guess there's different ways to look at microtransactions. It depends whether you know what you're getting or whether it's like the old random loot, whether you seem to be gambling or not. There's been plenty of debate about things like that, and there's been plenty of countries which have banned it and forced the hand of game developers, so time will tell. Simul9 Gaming, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you in the stream. And Toti is here too. Nice to see you, Toti. Hope you are doing well. Out for Dogsy. Oh, actually, it's John, isn't it? Dogsy's on Spectacle Island. That is John the dog. Alright, let's get spun in here. Drive over the invisible auger. Oops. The wrong hop I'd selected. This one empty first. There we go. Next one. Must be quite a big trigger because I did not have to move very far to get that. Alright, there we go. So I'm looking forward to harvesting those potatoes. Not very often you'd hear people saying that. But quite keen to get in and try that Grimmy potato harvesting pack. Oh, the Sputnik one, not the Grimmy one, the Sputnik one. Give that a proper go. Alright, get dry back in here under the auger. Mr. Joel 007. Greetings from Netherlands. We'll have to say Joel, Mr. Joel, for that. Welcome along, nice to see you. Tim, quiet chat so far today, everyone must be working like me. Working on a Saturday, you're a sucker for punishment, Tim. Is it better to put a grain in a silo or sell it? Playing with seasons gauge, it's much better to put it into a silo. The prices here should go up. So that was that little menu I looked at before on the seasons menu. You can see the price trend for wheat is a lot higher in winter, the sell price. So if you needed the money, just sell it straight away. Obviously, you know, having money is better than not having money. But I do tend to, when playing on seasons, I do tend to try and stockpile and get the best price. Talking about Netherlands, I wonder if they bring the Ploger, is it Ploger? Ploger? Brand into FS22. What do they make, Matt? Heard of that one before. So worker will get to the end of the row and then decide that they're done. Rusty Money Gaming, hello my friend, welcome along to the chat. Hope you're doing well. I think I recall seeing you had a few days off work, didn't you? Maybe a sucker, but when it's for your own purpose, it's easier to swallow. Absolutely. Something I've tried really hard with my own business is to not have weekend work and keep that free for family and kids and things like that. I've seen oops, not close enough. A former business I used to work at, and one of the business directors was working every free minute and missed a lot of her kids in that reason growing up, so that's something I decided when we got our own business that I wasn't going to do. Still off, go back Monday night. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Hope you're having a good weekend. Izeki, new tractor brand. It's funny because when they said about doing the Fact Sheet Friday was going to be a little bit earlier for a brand, when I looked at the brands, I didn't even know which one they were talking about. Didn't realise Izeki was a Japanese tractor brand. It's one I'm reasonably familiar with, actually. We've got one of my childhood friends, their family had a feed jar orchard, feed jars, and they had Izeki orchard track. One that I saw yesterday that people picked up on is I've updated the equipment listings in the game page. You know, you can click in when you're on the website and you can click on it and see what equipment's in the game. And what they do in that is that they've actually got Deagleman's been added in for rock pickers. There's obviously the rock picker they've shown off already. I wanted to say hero, but it's not that, but it's something similar. But yeah, Deagleman is there with their American style rock pickers, which I know a few people have picked up on. I thought that was that'll be pretty cool. Different to the one they had shown off. Took vacation to work on your own stuff for a few extra days, currently coming in on the end of a 60-day sprint in preparation for a pretty big event for us. Hopefully, hopefully that all goes well for you, Tim. Sure, you get some time, a bit of time to yourself afterwards. Would I rather do start from scratch or farm manager? To be honest, 90% of the times I've started a game, I'll start on new farmer, just because it'll have everything placed the way the map maker wanted it. That's what I don't like about the start from scratch or farm manager, is sometimes buildings will be taken away and that. And I like playing the maps with the intent that the map maker had given it. But normally that's where I'll start, and then I'll set up equipment, sell all the starting equipment that's come with the game, and invariably end up with a bigger collection of equipment, or different collection of equipment, depending on what I'm trying to do on the game. So yeah, very rarely have I started a game where I use what was given to me at the start. I'm still hoping that Hermit's Modding is going to release the rock picker he's been working on for 19 with the Rocky Fields mod. One Kadurk's been using a lot. Hoping to get my hands on a copy of that. Give that a try. Oh, I knew this wasn't going to take very long, but it's been even quicker than I thought it would have been. What are the best mods you have that you can remember? Oh. Depends, are you talking about gameplay mods or equipment mods? So it's going to be interesting starting FS22 out with no Courseplay or GPS. That's why everyone's eager to see how the new AI workers are going to be handled. Tongue-tied before I even say it. BB Bacon Ben. Hello, welcome along. I like the name. I like bacon too. Hope you are well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I honestly thought I was going to get all of this. Do the little wiggle that way, wiggle that way. I'm sure that's how the farmers are doing in real life. They just wiggle their combine along. Equipment mods. Um, there's none that I couldn't. I suppose you'd ask what best equipment mods that I can remember. I mean, I really like all of the stuff Sid Modding's done, all the John Deere equipment. I'm impartial to a green tractor. So that helps sway me there, but there's some pretty good case mods out there. Anything that custom modding, Sid modding, Cow Farms, any of their things, always fantastic. I think they'd be the three sort of leading creators out there. Always impressed with what 82 Studios does with his trucks and things like that. You see he's got his 24-hour live stream going this weekend. I was watching a little bit of that a little bit earlier. So, Barbecue Master is here. Hello Scorp, how you doing? Nice to see you. Olaf, moin moin. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. What was that? Krusty, so I'm going to push myself in FS22 to play New Farmer. It's too easy to use mods for buildings and it. I think it'll be. I agree. I think it'll be fun to, play without mods for a while. It's just those quality of life mods that you just become accustomed to having your easy dev controls or those kind of things. I'm assuming there'll be an access to a console. I think that'll be what some people will be looking forward to finding out most, is if you go into the game settings, XML, can you change console from false to true and that sort of thing. I was trying to figure out what I was wondering what you're asking, Olaf. How are yours? But asking how you doing, Scott. Just got home from the farmer's market. Very nice. Mrs. Scorpion on point with the pies today, was she? Alright, there we go. The heater turned off. And get the last of this. Dumped in there. Hope there's going to be a Swather mod in the new farm sim. It's funny, I don't know, like, the swathing's been interesting. I've noticed it since I did it on Western Australia. For some reason, I don't know whether it's because I'd seen it myself, so I became more aware of other people doing it. But I feel like in the last couple of months, there's been a bit of an influx of people trying that out. I'd like to claim responsibility for piquing people's interest in it again, but I don't think that'll be the case. Right. Yeah, Combine back and over here. Scorp, I changed my graphic settings. It's made a big help. I did remember to do it. I do still need to try and empty out that storage shed though. Still stealing a lot of frames whenever I come over here. Alright, just going to leave the Combine parked there for now. Heater down, turn that off. Olaf started, you reset again, started again. I'm playing FS19 right now and as a start from scratch new map, what should I do first? Well, if you're not playing with seasons, normally you'll have a crop that's ready to harvest, so I would jump straight into doing some harvesting if you've got everything set up. Make some money, and rinse and repeat. Get yourself set up and... Oh, we're full there already. Ooh, drifting. And get yourself set up and underway. Wyvern, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome into the stream. Wife did good at the market, not too much left. Is that good though when there's not too much left? I'm sure you've told me before you enjoy it when there's lots left. Alright, we're just gonna let's do this a little bit realistically. We'll go get the truck and then I'll dump from the tractor into the truck. Frosty, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Settings are improved. Yeah, they have improved. Still a little bit laggy when I look back over this way. See how the mowing goes. If I get time, I might run a couple of truckloads of product out of that shed down to a couple of sell points. See how we go for time today. All the contractors in one place. That's a good point too. Very good point. Especially at the rate of knots we're picking up extra contractors. It's fantastic. As always, thank you everyone who has supported the channel. Do really appreciate it. Alright. That one unloaded. Oops, I need to open the cover there. So I want to get alongside. Not quite close enough. Get that unloading into there as well. Yeah, I might have to spread them around the farm, scatter them to all corners of the map. Interesting, this is... Oh, is it still unloading in there or not? No, it's not. We must have started filling up before. There you go, that's better. I thought it was coming out of the auger quicker than it was going out of the truck, but we'd closed the gate down the bottom. You have a big grass field and can't afford a mower. Are we full up? We are too. Alright, what are we going to do with our wheat? We will send this truck down to the down to where the chickens are, because I'm pretty sure we have a silo down there which can store wheat. So let's just put that there, and we are going to the cow feed mixer. Sure, that's where that's parked. So we'll send them off on their way. These things put away. Then we'll meet it down there, which is actually a good segue to move down to the dairy farm and get started on sorting out, or started on the mowing. I think I might have to spread out some of our equipment, move it around a little bit more. Obviously added quite a lot since we started too, so. Right, there we go. Get that parked up there too. You're supposed to go to Wisconsin, but your son got a bug. Trip moved to October. That's unfortunate, Rusty. Yeah, big grass field and can't afford to mow it. What should I do? Well, if you've got a tractor and a plough, you can plough it up and plant something in it. You could lease a mower, take out a loan. Take out a loan on the loan screen there. Actually, we've got a $280,000 loan. I should probably think about repaying that. Right, let's go and find who's sitting in one of the mowers. Oh, I've got them lined up down here, ready to go. There they are. Right. Back to you, probably the best place to set this up and start will be on this long edge. Just here. Right, so I'm going to use Courseplay. Field 131 down the bottom here. A truck just about here already. It's fast. So we're going to Headland Pass, we're going to go around. Let's go around 3 times. I'm going to put multiple tools on. And we're just going to go up and down. Probably going to be the best way to do it. Let's just generate that course. Then I'm going to put this man here on the left hand side. Why is our pivot moving? But I had those turned off. It's going to get in the way if it moves. Run down here and see if we can hop in it. Turn on sprayer, start engine. Yeah, I don't know why it's moving. Maybe it's just glitched out a little bit. Does mean that wheel, because I actually I pushed it out of the way. It is still going. I did this with it. I haven't even turned them on and the silly pivot's moving. There we go. Out of the way now. We quickly get this first bit mowed. We'll be fine. Then I changed to what am I doing? Here we go. This waypoint. What did you want to do? What did you want to do that for? Oops, let's unfold it. Alright, we're going to get caught out when we catch up back around. We're going to hit that wheel. Be a little bit annoying. Alright, I think our GPS for this will be along this line. It's detected the pivot as a vehicle going slow. A little bit annoying. Sun's much better returning to school, Rusty. It's good to hear. You may, sorry, yes, you'll run the truck for me, better game it. Thank you. Saint Aggressor, yo. How's Tricks? Tricks are good, thank you, my friend. Nice to have you here. Ghost pivot, indeed. What is it with me and ghosts and Farming Simulator? Right. Oh, there we go. Must have a bit of a wonky edge defined in there. You can just see it stepping out a little bit. Hopefully we're going to get the overlap and that not too far. I didn't see Argsy. I have the large cow pen now in Felsburn. Nice. Only took 209 hours. It's dedication, Rusty. Alright, this is going to take a little bit of concentration to do these ends. Did not think of this when we were heading off. Let this guy get a little bit further ahead. If I turn it off and get out, it will stop. It was turned off. I don't know why it thought it was. Oops. I don't know why it thought it was turned on. Score. Tell you what, when we get back around to it, I'll jump in and have another look. Needs an anchor. They are. If there's forecast high winds here in New Zealand, they get out with the pivots and they put concrete blocks and tie them down. It's amazing for something which is just a whole lot of pipe and doesn't have a big surface area, how easy they blow over. Always thought that's quite a surprising thing with pivot irrigators. Had some devastating winds down in the Canterbury region a month or so ago, and I think quite a few of those got damaged, which is unfortunate because we're leading into spring and summer, which is the driest time of year for them, when they need the irrigation the most. Pivot Sun console would be great, but I know that this makes the dark side brighter. Pivots would be great if there was actually a mechanism where just irrigating helped growth, rather than what we've got now, which is just the only way you can use them is with fertilizer. Should you bale or collect? I think you should collect it and turn it into silage, or bale it and turn it into silage. You choose. Depends what you've got. If you've got a loading wagon, however, you're going to do it with silage and then a loading wagon, then you've got to think about how you're going to pick it up and get it out of the bunker at the end. It would be much easier to bale it and wrap it and sell it as silage that way. Yeah, it would be cool score. Don't know if we ever see it. Who knows? You'd think with seasons it'd be pretty easy to say across the seasonal period your crops need 5 inches of rain to grow to their optimum level. If you've got under 5 inches, it'll affect it. Add that in as an extra layer of precision farming if they can have yield maps. I guess they need to have a I suppose that would just work as a live variation, wouldn't it? Alright, let's see what happens here. Hit them. That's it. Push it out of the way. You can do it. Help us. Alright, hang on. Hang on, buddy. Down here and give it a nudge out again. Oh. Feel like it's stuck down at that end. I have to use a bit of power. Oh, there we go. Bit of John Deere power. Just use the mower deck. Alright, nothing to see here. Let's just carry on. Alright, that's my GPS. That's my GPS overlap looking. It's not going to work. I may have to look at changing the width down a little bit. My overlaps. Pivots could replace one stage of fertilization. That would be neat. I agree, that would be very cool. That's not fortunate. Mark? That must be what Julian was talking about, where it just had a fatal bug in it that he couldn't understand what it was. I wonder what it is that's causing it. So how do you make it silage again? Depends if you want to make it with bales or in a bunker. Where's this guy get ahead a little bit further? Talking about irrigation last night with my brother. It would be great, and there's a big part of farming isn't in this game. Absolutely. Had moisture built into that old John Deere farm game, did they? Thanks, Sinatra. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome along. How you doing? Rain should give you a certain amount of boost. I agree, Scott. Or at least doesn't boost your crop unless it's more than what's needed. Or yeah, there must be some way they could do it. Every map would have an average rainfall, and then the crop yields is based on that average rainfall. If you get greater than average, say anything 20% above average wouldn't affect crops, but if you then had 50% above average, you might have a decrease because of potential flooding or something. The guy in front of me is drunk. Who's driving that other one? Who can I blame on this? Where are we down here? Melvin. Melvin, you've been drinking. Nothing a sledgehammer won't. Exactly. Little green tuft him. So you're going to go the bunker route gauge, where you'll need to get a pickup wagon and get the grass all dumped in there as chaff and get it compacted. Piece of cake. Ooh. Now it's my turn to be drinking on the job. Pivots all over the place in Nebraska, especially in the sandhill areas. Yeah, our biggest area that's irrigated in New Zealand is definitely the Canterbury Plains. A few around our place, a few around our neck of the woods. A few more too, becoming more and more common. Hans, good evening from the Netherlands. Welcome along, Hans. Nice to see you. Now I note that there's none of my South African friends in the chat yet. They're all sitting there silently just watching. I was looking forward to discussing the results from the rugby game last night. Tested it and the safe gets corrupted even if you don't edit the map. Not even move the camera. Oh, so it's when you bring it through to farm into the game. Fuck. That's why the extent of any work I'm going to do in GE or anything like that is adding it in hydrus or crop textures or something. I just wouldn't have the patience to figure out what's going on with those. Alright. So I'm looking forward to actually getting into some straight rows and being able to rip at speeds like this. It's be a bit of fun. Aussie Odd, good afternoon. How you doing? Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the stream. Blackbook, welcome along, mate. Nice to have you here. Good to see you. Hope you've been having a good weekend, mate. Alright, let's get this guy. You know what I'm going to do. Run a little cut out there first. Alright. Last headland pass, and then we'll be going on the up and down rows. Should be good. Stop following these weird edges. It's supposed to be pretty hard to do a nice smooth round edge in GE when painting the fields. So tell me, for you guys, I suppose a lot of you haven't changed daylight savings yet. Would the stream have been an hour earlier than it normally would be on a Saturday for you guys? I'm guessing that's going to be the case. We would only normally would just be starting about now, wouldn't we? Love the accent, Gage. This bit. Oh, I'm going to do a donut. No, we're right. Scott, welcome along, matey. Nice to see you. Hope all are well in your household. How's life with the new one going? Last time we talked about it, you were pretty settled. Hope all is carried on in that same vein. Help our friend Argsy by dropping him a delicious battery on that thumbs up. Appreciate the donut energy. I would. You know what would be great is if I just had a supply of donuts that every time there's a thumbs up, I could pull a donut out and eat it. Sitting down playing games all the time isn't a bad way to put on weight. That'd make it even worse. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Just about done. The headlands. Just about done. It'll be good. Good, 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 good. You messed up the time with the time change. Well, you didn't mess it up. I messed up the time for you, Scott. A good thing to start earlier today is your grandson has an American football game this afternoon. There we go, Aussie. Did it just for you. Blessing in disguise doing it this way. Alright, now I need to follow where this guy's going to go. I've got no idea where he's going to go head to do our up and down rows. I'm pretty sure that should be our headland passes done. It is. So we're going to go. I'm assuming we're now going to go and start right over on the far side on our up and down rows. Isn't that the way, isn't it? You've got some time off to help your wife take care for your newborn, and all she does is say, I've got this, how about you do something around the house? Sure, gonna go crazy, Gage. Gosh, we've only been streaming for an hour. You'll be right, you'll get there. Think of the money at the end and the new equipment you can buy. Have a donut for every thumbs up. Thank you, Mark. Good way to add a donut to the whole waste. Alright, go on, let's get down to the starting rows. You guys are too kind. Alright, where are we heading to, where did I say it was? Melbourne. Where are we going, Melvin? I'm following your lead, mate. Alright, here we go. Look at that, now we're ripping. I suppose that's my fault we missed that bit, isn't it? He's going to struggle to turn at the end of the rows where it's a bit tight. Right, while he's doing that. We'll keep on catching up. Each turn, we will be a lot quicker. Donuts. Could be out of business. The donut place will be making a killing. I just go down the wrong row. Ah, so this is where it's going to get difficult. I was meant to have skipped a row. Alright, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let him get a few rows ahead, so then I make sure I go down the right ones. Is this the most recent JD Mow on all platforms? It is. It is the Polycount W200. So we've got it set up as the 235. And we put the grass tyres on. The diamond treated tyres. For a smoother ride across your pasture. That's a good question, I don't know. I can't turn GPS on when it's on that. That's right. We'll be able to fix it. Oops, put my mower deck down. Now it's got to the point where I just want to say mower deck just to, just for the giggles. Alright, let's see if that's done. I won't have any more donuts for you to get though. I'm sure that'll adjust the supply to meet demand. Any good business would. Here's my problems. Nitro Scott, evening, morning, defo. Have I got two chats again? Please don't tell me it's done the same thing. You're winding me up, surely. You're winding me up. I can only see one. I only see one this time. I don't think I've managed to make the same mistake. What if I turned on GPS before I started the driver? We try. Good luck. Turn on the GPS. Start course at next closest. No, it just seems to override it all. Mark. What's my... Yeah, I can't even bring up the GPS menu. That's right. That's okay. We'll chew through this. I mean, I could always put the put this one on Courseplay and just sit in here while ride along with it, but it's no fun. Problem would be the GPS width wasn't set. If the GPS width isn't set to the same overlap width that the Courseplay was, it'd slowly get itself offline too. It's a good mower, Rusty. It's good because it's fast. Even though it doesn't have the widest cutting width, it feels like you get through things pretty quick. Alright, which way? You've skipped one? Yep. Good. All good. Yeah, if you're doing grass work, Gage, you won't be able to hire a worker for picking it up. Unfortunately. The only thing you can hire a worker for would be the mowing and windrowing. If you're into the pickup wagon, you're on your own then, mate. Oh, True Scott's no, but it wouldn't let me chat in one. That seems strange. There's certainly only one showing up in the studio, so... In the YouTube control panel, that's where I found it yesterday, there was two sitting there. Tried to screenshot. follow me offset. Yeah, I could do a follow me. Actually, I could have done follow me, and I could have driven the lead mower, and if I then had GPS on, I could skip a row to make sure they were always mowing the one to my right or left. That would have been an option too. This is working alright though, mate. I say as I miss a little piece. Nothing a little bit of backwards mowing doesn't fix though. Maybe when we go over and mow the clover field, I'll try doing something a bit different. Maybe I'll set up the follow me and GPS and see how that works. Interesting actually to see. Well, whatever happened, Nitro, I'm pleased you're in here now and able to chat in this one. Have to delicately drive in the center. Okay. Go and do it very well in first person. Channeling my inner farm sim guy realism. Best part is you can't see if you've missed a piece from in here. Oh, didn't. Look at that. Nice clean row behind us. Just have to keep my concentration. WCS Gallum, welcome along. Nice to have you here. Hope you are having a nice weekend. I'll have mow the lawn. This is a fantastic mower. I love it. They do actually rip along like this. I remember watching a video from the Millennial Farmer when he went and visited Trevor Bales at his hay farm, and they went in one of them and it's just, yeah, so fast. Always thought it was kind of a destiny thing when you see names Bales that you set up a hay farm though, isn't it? Always always cracked me up. What are you going to do in your life, son? Well, bales, so I guess I'm going to make bales. Would you say the crone's quicker? What speed does the crone mow at? Where is it under here, mowers? Oh, it mows at 15 miles, so I suppose it must be the same speed. So the crone would be quicker because it's got a wider swath on it. It's twice as wide as one of these. A couple of subs coming in there. Sorry I can't see who they were, but thank you very much for those. Get the sheep all excited. Too bad there's no Class Cougar there. Yeah. Who knows, eh? Maybe next. Maybe if he's 22. You like first person. Yeah. Do you know the worst part though for that is, Tim, is when you turn around and you see you've missed a part. And then you're just like, ah. I should have set myself a challenge. I should have seen how many rows I could let the AI driver get ahead before I catch them. I haven't even seen if there's a third party mod for a class cougar anywhere out there. Olaf, can't say I've seen one. Was there one in 17? I have a feeling I've seen one for 17, but it might not have made it over to 19 before. You'll shut your eyes at that point. Didn't see it, didn't happen. Didn't see it, didn't happen. Can't even see it in the rear vision mirror because it's pointing all sorts of funny ways. Yeah, those... Yeah. Oh no, it's just looking across the back at the row behind. Okay. I'll figure out what those mirrors are looking at. Don't seem to be looking at anything in particular. Oh well. Oh, you think the tuning's... You think the tuning's touchy on the crone? Watch this. Just if you hold your finger down and then turn, you can make yourself dizzy, and it takes a while for it to power out of it. This thing is even more touchy than the crone, Rusty. Interestingly, which is very cool, I don't know if anyone saw Mike Mitchell's video with their swathers, but when they run them along the road, they actually pivot the seat. The seat turns around, so you actually drive it facing that way. And you can take, when they have got the big swathers on, you take the swather off, and you can put a weight block on the mounts, and then hook your swather up to that, and it trails behind you. I'm assuming probably driving in that direction it might be a little bit more stable, less twitchy turning. Obviously on a road you don't want to be turning too fast. Yeah, well, I think I'd win the race at the moment, Mark. Drive rings around this guy. Alright, let him get ahead of us. A farmer I work for put his combine header 36 foot on his swather when chopping for silage. Yeah, I know that they've talked about changing this one up and letting you put a swather head on it. Scorp's using an 18 metre mower, 6 mower deck set up like a Swadro mows at 24. Is that the self-propelled? The Crone 1A, I've seen that unfolds with all the mowers on it. Oh no, there's a trail behind one too, isn't there? That when the Swadro's the swather. Seen that one too, I know what you're talking about. Yoinks. Best thing to use to compact it. Anything will compact it. Just drive over it, back and forth, and you'll be done in no time. I like using a wheel loader though, it's my preferred method. Yeah, you saw that video, Disturbed? It is pretty cool, eh? I'm just showing off. I could only do one lap of them while they were going round and round. I haven't used them nitro. Actually, I need to test. I was going to check whether the one we've got in the cotton field on West Texas is compatible with herbicide. We were thinking we'd put some herbicide in it and use that to spray the weeds on that cotton field. Just to say we've used it. Mark, thank you for the cougar. Alright. Ken, hello, welcome along. Nice to have you here. Don't want to go on the grass because I don't want to mow that. I'd like to find a chance to use them nitro. The downside on West Texas is, of course, using precision farming. We're putting all our nitrogen requirements on while we're planting. I suppose we could have left one of the fields without putting anything on when we were seeding or planting. But we did talk about seeing whether we could get them to do the herbicide. I don't actually know. Does anyone know if they'll do herbicide? They do take herbicide, but they are slow. Alright, let's get the, what's he going to do? What's he going to do at the end of the story? Probably run, lift his header, and go all the way down the end. Would be my guess. Those heavy crawler tractors, those Fiats with the tracks. Rusty, that's a good idea. Thought about those. What about the that track thing that Mantra did as a bit of a joke? Isn't that meant to be really good at compacting silage? I'm sure I've seen that. What are you talking about, Tim? I didn't miss anything. It was the worker, it wasn't me. It was his row. Wasn't me at all. Alright, I'm just gonna, well, we're letting him get ahead a little bit. Tab through all my friends. Tab the other way by the looks. See about getting this unloaded over this. Yeah, which hopper are we in? The back one. Okay, now I've gone the other way, opposite way. Ah, Tim, you're seeing things. I don't know what you're talking about. There won't be a little section down here when we get to the other end that wasn't mown on the last pass at all. well, Gage, if you didn't enjoy doing the silage, or mowing the grass, or doing whatever you've done on it, perhaps you should try ploughing it and putting a crop in. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Tim. I can't see any misfits anywhere. There's a drainage tile just in the middle there. We knew it was there. It came up on the GPS and it said don't mow that bit. You might damage something. Evidence has been erased. Nothing there at all. And then I go in. I couldn't have left a smaller piece on its own if I tried. Oh, good fun, good fun. Scorp, you just bought a new area on No Man's Land, mowing and ploughing next. Nice one. You're just getting it up with a 2x2 flat map, are you? Rusty, my friend, thank you very much for coming and hanging out with us. Nice to see you as always. Everyone, if you haven't gone and checked out Rusty's channel, make sure you go and drop him a sub if you're not already, and catch up on some of his awesome content. He has some great challenges, does some really fun things. Go check out his channel. Leave him a donut. I know he enjoys them. But thank you again, buddy. Nice to see you. Oh, the cougar works. It's not bad. Not bad, but it's not good. I thought I was going to miss another piece there, Tim. So I was going to have to do my best Britney Spears impersonation. Oops, oh there I did do it again. Thank you, Scorp. There you go, there's Rusty's channel. Go and, oh my goodness. First person enabled. I almost feel like I was doing a better job mowing in first person anyhow. Alright, there we go. Process averted. Ooh, you're not going to like that bit, Tim. Alright, I've got to get back in the groove. Spin that around there. Alright, we're off. Can't play it on the... Oh, Mark did share it too. There we go. Thanks, Mark. I can't blame it on anything, Tim. It's just my driving. You know what would make you really pop? Is if I brought you over from the farm and put you in here, and it was your name in the corner mowing it. Maybe we should do that for the other field. Mowing the clover. Do I reckon the alfalfa texture is one of the best textures in the game from the modded point of view. I always really enjoy something nice about being out here in a field full of purple flowers. I think the only thing it's missing is once it's mowed is you don't get a whole lot of purple in the cut texture. That'd be pretty cool. Bearded Gamer, thanks for hanging out, mate. Thanks for driving the truck for me. I knew there was one just there. But nice to see you, as always. Again, another one of our wonderful community who has himself a Twitch channel, streams on there quite frequently. He's been doing a lot of work on Oklahoma. So make sure you go and check him out as well. Same name on Twitch, isn't it? Bearded Gamer 13 on Twitch. He's normally streaming at about 1 o'clock my time in the afternoons, so depending if it's a work day or not, whether I can catch any of them. Then it would be explainable. Oh look, did I just manage to catch that piece? I didn't. No, it's gone. Imagine it now, the boss will be questioning why does your GPS track on the computer show that you went across the field about 3 times? What were you doing? Were you being silly? No. Just had to go and pick up all the little pieces of grass we missed. Had to be perfect. No worries, Nitro. We'll see you when you make it back. Oh look, now, not me, okay? That is clearly not my doing. I'll fix it, we'll clean it up. Did I get it all? Did. But just to be clear, that was clearly not my fault. I haven't been able to catch up as quickly this time because I'm spending too much time picking up all those missed pieces. Ooh, that was a nice turn. There's some back there. Right, perfect. Yeah, that was 100% the work of that time. Oh, Tim, as always, look at what he's left that time. Holy moly. He's getting lazy. Lazy. Tim, thanks for hanging out, mate. Nice to have you here. As always, nice to chat as well, mate. Hope all is well. Enjoy the dinner. Sounds tasty, I must admit. Licking my lips a little bit there. Oh, I thought he was going to turn back and come straight at me. You're talking about head tracking for? Agsy, how is the Starlink? Starlink is actually going fantastically. Well, I hope Tim's gone, because I just missed a whole heap. Starlink's actually really good. I've been super impressed with it so far. I'm not streaming on it at the moment, but I have played some online gaming with it on my console. And so far, the stability, the connection, had hardly any issues with it. One day I did notice it probably was had a few more dropouts than I might have expected. It was quite windy, so I just wonder where I've mounted the dish on the roof, whether it was getting affected by the wind and that was just knocking it out of alignment with the satellite, so it was having to adjust itself all the time and re-pick up that alignment. But other than that, it's been really good. The Wi-Fi range that comes with the router is not the best. So with where I've got it in the house, we struggle to get coverage across the whole house, but that's easily fixed. I can't move its position, but we'll certainly look at just getting some Wi-Fi extenders. Fix that. But yeah, no, all in all, cannot fault it. Hey, you fat rat, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nice. Thanks, Tim. Pleasure as always, my friend. We'll catch up soon. Alright, what do we got? One more pass? Yoinks, got it. Now I'm getting overconfident now. How you doing, fat rat? Nice to have you here, buddy. Good to see you. Right, we can turn that one off. We can stop driver there. Let's see if I can put follow me on there and use that to head over to the other field. And come with me, yep. So just over yonder on the other side of the cows, we've got some clover we're going to mow. If you live in somewhere that's got real patchy internet, or it's difficult to connect to broadband or anything like that, or fibre, I think it's going to be a huge bonus. I think rural communities should be plugging it as much as they can, because I don't think you're going to get a better option anytime soon. Like I've been on a wireless internet for the last 5 years, and that's been great. However, you certainly notice when more and more people are on, bandwidth gets sucked up, you know, between that 7 PM and 10 PM time. So I'd hope to hopefully we avoid that with Starlink. Hopefully there's a bit more capacity. That's my hopes anyhow. Right, so what do you reckon? Well, so shall we try? I'm going to see if I can set this other mower up on follow me. This is only a small field, the clover. I'm only doing it because I wanted to try out doing clover hay. Right. So if I hold down shift, I should be able to offset that. I'm going to go 4 because I think the mud deck's 4.3. So if we go 4, bring it up a bit closer. 15 maybe? The only difference, I'm going to have to just stop it from following me. Unfold it. Press the right buttons. Turn it on. Drop it down. And follow me on again. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, so far so good. Downside having fields like this when you're mowing is you end up invariably mowing some of the grass, and then that can cause little problems when you come to pick the crop up later. Alright, how's that going behind me? Good. Let's see if we bump it up a little bit closer. Go to 10 behind. And keep it in shot. Not quite. Oh, you're on the coast side. Oh, alright. Around Himatangi Way or something, is it, Frosty? Tangi Moana or somewhere like that. Brendan, welcome back, mate. Nice to see you again. Hope you're having a nice weekend so far. Let's have you tuning in. Alright, so next step is going to be, and actually this long edge is probably going to be the best one, so we get turned around here. Just to try set up a GPS course. Will take us to 180. Did I just get that? That's it. Beautiful day in Texas. Not sure what the weather's going to do today here. It's very grey at the moment. It's rained overnight. I think it's meant to clear up though. So there you go. So I picked up some grass in that little section. Won't be painting today. It's a bit moist. Where are you? You're in the Waikato, aren't you? A bit wet up that way. Hayes, welcome along. Joining us while you're harvesting corn on Lincoln Creek. Cool, mate. Very nice. Need to get to some seat time on that map. Apart from my map tour, I've not had a chance to play it yet. I was really looking forward to trying to. Alright, put that there. It had rain since the beginning of August. Alright. Some GPS on. So we got the width. Just as I say that, I missed that little bit. We'll have to come back and do that. Did I? Actually, have I not? That's why. Happy days. Just a coincidence that I was close to 2 full width off. Corn harvest all go in in Kansas. Very cool. Alright, let's see how worker goes with. Ooh, so I only have to be careful. If I turn too far out, he's going to mow the grass. Because he's always going to be on my right hand side. Just head down here just to put this little piece up. Hope. Just. Nervous moment there, I thought we were going to miss it. Alright. Let's come back and tidy that little section up too. Don't want to get too far ahead, although I'll lose the track on follow me, so. Keep going, dude. Okay, very good. Good. It's corn harvest. Oh, why have I? Give up. I give up. It's better with Courseplay and that before. I want to be down that row. And see if I've missed one too many. Yeah. Right, we'll pick that one up on our own. It's a bit hard to guess. Even closer. I've been enjoying watching a lot of the farming channels at the moment, starting their harvest and things. Very cool to see. Amazing how different, like, you know, obviously different areas and different climates, different crops. You know, millennial farmers only just starting, well, because they're pretty much finished. I know they have a bit of a lag in their videos between being recorded and released as well, but always find that interesting. Blood Wolf, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Welcome along. Hope you're having a good weekend. See if I can get it right this time. That row. Yeah. The work can get turned around and on the right row too. Not bad at all. Dinner time in the Thor household, is it? What's for dinner tonight, Mark? Ah, see, that's the problem. I didn't realise the problem now. Because I can't offset it. Now, I thought there was a way that you could do minor offsets. See, it's only going in halves. I thought if I... okay. 4.5 would be better. Let's actually try 4.5 and see if it's... maybe that's better. Oh, we're going to mow some grass on the side of the road. Side of the field there. Yep. Oops. Indeed, this is Blood Wolf. Just get down and see that clover texture there. And we've already mowed. You can just you can see the rows over there in the distance. That was the alfalfa field of mine. How do I get high yielding corn? Because I only get 164 bushels an acre. Is that on Lincoln Creek? Hayes. You're using precision farming? Seasons, all of those kind of things. Did you get everything fully fertilised? Not sure whether MRG did anything special with the yields on that map or not. That's what I thought too, Toady, but I wonder if it's because I'm doing it from the lead vehicle under shift. Let's turn before we get too far across that they get on the wrong section. What Tortilla said. That's the greatest autocorrect ever. Let's try this in control from this side, isn't it? Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm holding for the offset, but it wasn't changing it fine. Is it only... Oh, so it's only forward and back you can find, but not the offsets. There you go. Seasons, yeah, fertilizer, yeah. You're still compact engaged. Yep. It's farming, mate. Nothing's quick. Corn or flour tortillas. That's right, Toady, don't apologise. I thought it worked too. That's what was confusing me. I thought I could hold it down. But yeah, looks like it only fine-tunes the following distance, which I suppose makes sense if you're trying to fill a grain cart and use it for that or silage. Playing on Seneca County and full fert for corn was 220 bushels an acre. That's about the best I've seen as well in farming sim, around that 220. I know like Medicine Creek, they've definitely adjusted the yields. Don't use precision farming because it takes too long to get soil samples because I'm lazy. You need to get the precision farming add-on, which if you go into here and select your ground, you can go request analysis. And you pay fees to cover all the costs. And if you do that, I'm not going to because I don't have enough money and I don't need to, then it shows that all is sampled and we'll come back later. So you don't even have to do it. The other way is if you bring up that menu and, right, here we go. I can't remember the code, PF PF space, I think it's uncover. Can't remember what field we're in. We one do run, is that? Anyhow, there's some console commands you can uncover fields too. Can't remember what they are. Top of my head. Who's it made by? Oh, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's called Precision Farming Add-on. It's in Mod Hub. It is a Mod Hub mod, so. Go see if you can find it. See, this is where I knew we were going to have problems, so we're going to stop that guy. What's going on? Sacked him. Quick at doing this bit ourselves now, I think. You watch celiacs? I've got a friend who's celiacs as well, Brendan. makes things a little bit challenging for them. But I think it's a good time. If you were going to have something like that, I think now would be a good time, just from the fact of there is a lot more options available than there used to be. Even what I saw yesterday, I'm going to see if I shoot. I'm going to show you a photo. It's on my phone. I'll hold it up to the camera. Actually, see if I can do this. I saw this in the supermarket yesterday. See if it's in my photo. And put this over here. Have a look at this. Oh, no. What's that photo? Monitor. Wrong one. Go there. Have a look at this. How stupid is this? Vegan jerky. And I just thought this one for Texas barbecue vegan jerky. Just let that sink in for just a minute. Like, honestly, this makes no sense. Why? Why? Put all my windows back so I can see everything now. Like, surely if you're vegan, you're not doing it. Why would you want to taste meat? Why? You're falling behind in your corn, so you're just going to watch all good haze. Oh. Your Celix as well, Scott? Yeah, I think once you've made an adjustment to things, I think the main thing you find is that you might have to buy more expensive foods because they're a niche market. I knew that'd get you, Scorp. When I saw it, I was like, I've got to send that to Scorpion. Texas barbecue vegan jerky. Just... didn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so 15 years ago you can only get some things at the pharmacies. It's stupid, eh? Now it's... become a lot easier for things like that, which is good. Good to see. I hadn't even heard of it really until our friend was diagnosed. She would be... it's probably 10 years since she was too now. How do you sell the silage? Gage, you load it up out of the bunker into a trailer or something and take it to normally the BGA if you've got one on your map is the best place. Sell it at the BGA, you'll get paid at midnight and you also should get some digestate which you can then either sell as well if you've got a sell point for digestate on your map, or you can throw it on your fields instead of slurry, use it as a fertilizer. Yeah. Add it to your menu, Scorp. I'm going to sneak that in. I'll go and edit Nightbot and get it snuck in there for you, Scorp. 2,000 bushels in the cart. Nice. Your spring planting underway, Blood Wolf. What map are you playing on? Just a little bit would have been a nightmare to carry on with that. Follow me. How to lose friends and alienate people. Threaten your Texan barbecue expert with vegan jerky. Alright, how are we going? How are we going? Just about finished. Thanks. Oops. Swung a bit too fast and far then. Right, there's a couple of pieces we need to go and tidy up on the other side. And then we will be all ready to let this dry out. Hopefully we're still going to meet that weather. Still got good drying today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, perfect haymaking weather. Oh, Seneca, Blood Wolf, nice. So many good maps I haven't had the chance to play. Little piece here, that one row, and then just up there in the corner. We'll be done. You come back. Tofu brisket, 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 brisket. Something I'd like to try. I've never actually tried doing myself as brisket. Where's our track? I'm thinking I'm going to miss a section of this, am I? No, I'm going to get it all. Just. Feels like I shouldn't. Looks like I shouldn't, but I am. Those mother bins are great, aren't they? Love putting those on the edge of the field. Like you're dizzy. Isn't it funny playing this? I'm fine doing it, but when you're not in control and suddenly it just turns unexpectedly, how hard it is to follow and watch sometimes. Brisket's an easy piece to learn smoking on. I don't even know how easy it is to get in New Zealand. You'd think it'd be pretty easy considering how much beef we produce, but... Anytime I hear talk of brisket, I always think of the Big Bang Theory. Alright. So there we go. Clover done too. That's a good job. Alright, I was going to turn that off. We'll take these back over here to the cattle, to the cow farm. Leave them over there. They are only leased at the moment, so I might actually return them. Return them dirty. You played on County Line until Seneca came out. It's a big upgrade. Cool. They're not the same map though, are they? They by the same map maker? Yeah, we've got some pretty good butchers around. I do know you can get it. I imagine it would be, Mark. Easy to steer with the wheel. Keyboard would be the hardest. I still can't believe, you know, it blows me away. The FSL Farm Sim League guys play with mouse and keyboard. I mean, that's how it's sanctioned. The rules are must use mouse and keyboard. When you see the precision that they can and speed that they get to loading bales and things like that, it's pretty well oiled, well drilled skill. Right. Yeah. New Zealand known for their lamb, or is that Australia? Yeah, no, we do a lot of lamb too. Also, beef, lamb. Load some of that into there. Thanks. Move out of the way and give it a clean up too. Go the long way. The large New Zealand barbecue group on Facebook. Yeah, because they have those barbecue things now, eh? Like there's barbecue competition they do up in Auckland. Might have to check that out, Frosty. Low and slow. Low and slow barbecue, is that what it's called? You let the worker plough while you sell some wood, Gage. Good idea. Smoked lamb chop. Alright, well that's good timing because I want the truck now. So, what I think we might do... Yeah, tarp cover. Oh, it's got a third axle too, I didn't realise that on the trailer. I think that tarp cover should be sticking out quite as far as it is there on the back. That would be a prime candidate for getting knocked off. Right, I'm going to head down. We're going to jump into the automatic storage shed and get a few loads of things sold out of there just to try and free up some frames down at the farm. Enjoy some New Zealand lamb, Scott. Can't go past it, that's for sure. Does anyone else's mod hub never work? Sometimes it can take a while to load up. Kind of got to go in and out of it a few times. Used to supply Pahutakawa timber to a guy who had a massive barbecue smoker. He refined Pahutakawa. Gave the best flavour. Interesting. Pahutakawa. I think Manuka's the main wood around here, isn't it, for smoking? Who knocked that sign over? Let's get a baler too and bale that hay over the back. Oh, that straw, sorry. Oh, New Zealand Barbecue Alliance is the group. Interesting. Oh, it didn't turn. I don't know why that was. Let's go and figure out what we are going to get rid of over here. A little bit of driving around. What have we got? Some flour, we've got lots of salt. Beef tripe. Alright, is there some good prices for any of that stuff? That beef tripe doing Johnson Mill, $1.30. Salt's not worth much. Sugar, $1.44. We'll sell some of our beef tripe down at Johnson Mills right down the bottom, so we have to go for a bit of a drive to get that. Let's those. Boom. So we've got beef tripe, some over in this one. Boom. So yeah, so I can't remember how many pallets we can take in that trailer. I must be full outside. And I managed to take a pork chop off too. That's a couple of pork chops off. Interesting, the curtain cider that was revealed in Fact Sheet Friday. The Crone trailer. Oh, look at that, I'm going to have the perfect number. There we go, full. Alright, so I'm just going to put this on auto drive and we'll ride along so I can catch up on chat. That's where we were going, wasn't it? Johnson Mill for beef tripe. I wonder where the best price pork chop is. That's right. New Zealand Barbecue Alliance is the group. Your page will full of barbecue pics all day. So I'm not going to complain about that. Manuka is the popular one. I can never get enough of it. Oh, Manuka for smoking fish, yeah. It's doing whole pigs. Wow. Yeah, 3 crops planting. You got black beans, canola. So is there black beans on Seneca? Is that an extra? Is that a extra crop on that one? How about that? Olaf, you've tested the Cougar. You notice the cabin doesn't turn when it unfolds. I have to have a look at this. Cougar. Use Control B once unfolded. Amenities storage is fantastic. It's such a good mod. The only downside to it, and that's just as a graphics limitation, is the having all those pallets in there does affect performance. It'd be great if she could do it the way they do, like GTX is scripted as bale storage. But I know, like, you know, you can go in there with a forklift and unload it, which is cool. Whereas you couldn't do that if it was a theoretical pallet. And it would also be, I don't know how you'd display if you had 5-6 different pallet types like I've got in there, how you'd display them. There you go, Olaf, left control and B, give that a try. Gage, thanks for the help, got to go to a party, have a great day to you and all the chat people. Well, thank you very much, mate, thanks for hanging out. Pleased to hear you got your silage all sorted. Sounds like you're going to be a busy man. We'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Oh, someone made a wobbly auto drive course there. Don't know who did that. See, we've just about driven, like, oh, that's what I love about this map. We've just driven pretty much from one end to the other. Not quite, but, you know, from here down to here on a 4 times. Basically driven across a 2 times map. It didn't even feel that big, having these nice open roads. Or the Rocky Field mod that changes the rocks to a graphic once you lock them down in a trailer or bucket. I don't know if it does when you've locked them in a trailer or a bucket, Brendan. I'm pretty sure they're still a physical object. Alright, let's see if we can get these unloaded and sold. Yeah. Oh, $62,000. Plus some more. 72,000. Come on. Oh. Yeah. 82 grand. Crikey. I ain't gonna complain about that. Alright, let's head back to the yard. Go and get another load of something. I figured a way to make building roofs vanish when you enter would be great for things like that warehouse. Yeah. It would be helpful. We're going to go a different way back. I was watching FSG once he locked them in, the new ones just went straight through the locked ones. True. But how does it, see, that's what I don't understand, because it's still got them in their original dimensions. I just wonder whether the lock takes the hit off them. I don't know how it works, to be honest. I don't know how Thunder does what he does, but he works his magic on those things. He is a talented man. The problem with like the GTX bale storage ones, they obviously, each shed, you can't put multiple bales in the shed. You can, there's a couple which I think you can do mixed bales, but the way his bale storage works is basically it puts a graphic in there for the bales, so it knows how many you've put in there and it should show them, but they're not a actual bale. Same as how the autoload trailers, autoload bale trailers work. It'd be interesting actually if you got 10 autoload trailers like this and loaded them up with a mix of products, whether the products on the trailer are there and whether they render or not. What was the hitboxes to create the lag that's got to calculate collisions, etc. It's probably a whole raft of different bits and pieces. All I can say is that the parallax occlusion map, no, what is it, the occlusion culling, where it won't render things that are hidden behind doors and walls. Roll on 22, I say. Good work, Hayes. All done. Nailed it. Sorghum, clover, black beans, rice, alfalfa, peanuts, tobacco, dry corn. What's the Sudan grass? I don't know what that is, but those are the custom crops for Seneca. Oh, you're going to run down that way. Don't do that. Straight. Yeah, Sudan grass. I don't know what that is either. Sounds interesting though. Alright, what else we got in here? We can take a whole heap of we don't need for anything. Oh, we can take some fence posts. What about price for fence posts? Pretty cheap, but we can take them to our right next to where we are. Let's get rid of those. Why is that not moving? Is it because I'm in the way? No. I think that's why. I've broken it. Can't move anything. So that reset it or anything. Oh, that's a bummer. Can't get any goods off the shelf. Right. See why we were having issues with lag with all of these on here though. There's quite a few pallets scattered around. Are they going to do a collector's edition through my link on Steam? They won't be doing that because they only sell keys. They're not a physical store, so you won't be able to get the collector's edition through them. And from everything I've heard, you're not going to be able to buy a collector's edition in New Zealand. I've asked Mighty Ape, and they said no, they're not going to get it. We keep an eye on JB Hi-Fi and EB Games, and I can't see them getting it either. So best bet might be knowing someone overseas or hoping that it might go to Amazon in Australia and you can order through that. Hey, you're looking for a bin site that has a global company dryer. Go to Jay's Mappings page. If they've got the corn dryer from Flint Hills. And you can put that in there. That's the one I use when I need a corn dryer. Here's another one that Kadurk's used, which is the one he's put on Lincoln Creek. Can't remember where he got that from. Do you know what we might do? Go jump back in the truck. We're full of pigs. Let's go and sell some pigs. You found that precision stuff, Phase? That makes it a lifesaver, honestly. Back that out so we're not leaving it in the spawn point. We'll see if I save the game and restart it, whether it fixes that. So, JS Mappings itch.io. I'll tell you, hang on a sec. I've got an IO page. See if I can put it very quickly. I got it right. jsmapping.itch.io. Go check that out. Yeah, that's the link to where their maps and everything are from. And I've got the GSI grain complex grain dryer. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's go load up some pigs. Hey, Mark's found you one too. Is that the one like what Kadurk uses, Mark, which is just the dryer structure? Pretty sure our trigger's just here somewhere. Isn't it? Oh, I've got triggers turned off. I can't see them. It's down the side. Nope. Let's run around and see if we can find it. Oh, it's around here. Oh, you'd put the link there. Sorry, I hadn't meant saying you'd put the link up for JS mappings on there, Mark. It's a hybrid of sorghum on Drummondii. It's a grass or something like that. Well, I don't see what it is. Only one way to find out, isn't it? Right. What are we going to do? We're going to take these to the main sell point. Let's find out. Does one of the mods allow you to sort by most expensive or by... I want to sell the ones I'm going to get the most value for. Doesn't really matter whether they're... all the ones for 848. Yep. Some of these $700 ones now. Probably taking all my good breeding stock out, but how many more can I fit in the trailer? So next highest value 485. In a male. Even notice that the males, same age, same year, but they've put on more weight, so they're worth more. Here we go. 56 pigs. Let's run these over to the livestock market. Oh, nice, Scott. New survival server is about to go up. It's doing the last touches. Very cool. So I haven't really talked about that. Anyone who wants to jump into some multiplayer, make sure you get onto the Discord. We've got 2 active servers at the moment. Although I'm saying that, it's probably only actually one. There's only Western Australia which is properly active. Scott is relaunching his survival server, and Mark has been doing some work for me on relaunching our just basic multiplayer one, which was on the Valley of the Old Farm, but we're just going to refresh the map and make a few changes to that. So I think next week we might actually live stream from the map, from the multiplayer server. Oh, I'll turn the corner and read what it was you said about Sudan grass. It's a crop they use for feed for cattle, so they harvest it while it's still green and turn it into hay. Right. similar to alfalfa and that sort of stuff. It's just another crop like that. Yeah, cool. Good to know. Alright, I'm not going to make much off this load. Certainly more profitable to take them down to the processing plant and turn them into meat. Sure there'll be another farmer around who needs some hogs. I've not backed into that very well, but that's alright. Alright, where's our trailer? All those. Send me a big old throat from the smoker. On its way, Scorp. Oh, 42 grand. Not bad. Give me a pick of the dry setup. When was that, Mark? Oh, the mod hub one. Oh yeah. That's different. So thick they need to replace the knives almost every field. Wow. That's that's taking some cutting. What's the likelihood of we've been far enough away from that storage warehouse that we can get something else out of there? We'll stop in on the way past. Oh look. Next time we're back on Red Dirt, I'll probably have skipped us forward a day, and hopefully that hay will be nice and dry. We'll be able to get that all baled up and put down into the feed mixer for the cows. Probably actually buy a few more cows. We must be close to actually producing milk. Take a look at that in a sec too. Quite exciting actually, we're getting very close on West Texas to having some milk from the cows too. I'm trying to remember the dryer that Kadurk has that he sets up. It's one that's quite cool because you've got to auger into, got to put an auger in to get into the top, and then you auger out at the end. So it's a little bit more labour intensive. Alright, I'm just going to take a look. I don't think it's going to have changed. No. I don't know what I've done to break that. Must be something's happened. Like I overfilled it before. Tried to put too many things out there and it didn't like it. Right, I think, where are we down here with the cows? Go over here to the group of all the hard workers. You've got the dryer I'm talking about, Scorp. Yeah, I can't remember which one it is. One of them. Right, but I think that is as good a place as any to wrap things up for today. We'll plenty more to keep doing, but next week I think we might try and live stream from the server, do some multiplayer action. So keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in joining, then make sure you jump into Discord, get the mods once we've updated them, get the map, and everything will be in there. But as always, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you all very much for the likes on the video, and that it, as we always say, helps support us and helps get our content recommended out to others. Now, if you're wanting to carry on watching something, can I suggest going and checking out 82 Studios? He's doing his 24-hour live stream. I caught a little bit of it before the start. I'll be jumping over there and checking that out for a little bit. But like I said, as always, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I will catch you all next time.